Alright, we're back today taking a look at another combo deck. This is Tooth and Nail, which is going to be a variant of something that we've seen before. Back in, I'm forgetting what Pro Tour this was, but there was a Reduke deck that was running Creativity, Indomitable Creativity, yeah, that's the one. In order to exile 2 of your own tokens in order to make a Xenagos and a World Spine Worm come onto the battlefield at the same time. And so how this works is basically at the beginning of combat, Xenagos doubles the power and toughness of like one creature that you control. And basically, if you do that to your 15/15 trampling World Spine Worm, the game pretty much ends right then and there. Your opponent is going to need to have exile-based removal to deal with this thing, and if they just kill it, you can basically, find it again if you really needed to. So that was a pretty cool deck, and we're basically going to be including that as a side combo here in this game. We have Tooth and Nail here, a sorcery that for a total of 9 mana allows you to search for 2 cards, reveal them, put them into your hand and shuffle, and then you get to put them onto the battlefield if you decide to entwine it. Alternatively, if you somehow have both of these cards in hand, you can just Tooth and Nail for 7 and then just put the 2 cards onto the battlefield. So this is basically our way to combo off, and really it only takes up 6 spots in this deck, which is pretty cool. And then what we do with the rest of this deck is another side combo that is also pretty cool. And that involves Goldspan Dragon here. A 5 mana 4/4 with flying and haste that when it ETBs or attacks, or sorry, it's not when it ETBs, it's when it attacks or becomes the target of the spell, you make a treasure token. And the cool thing about Goldspan Dragon is it basically doubles the output of your existing treasures, because now they'll make 2 mana instead of 1. So what you can do here is a lot of things that involve targeting Goldspan Dragon, and we're going to basically try to make this thing as big as possible. So we want to play a bunch of cantrips, we want to play a bunch of things that ramp us towards the Tooth and Nail thing, and then we also need to play things that are going to make our Goldspan Dragon bigger. One thing that can do that is Temur Battle Rage, which gives something double strike until end of turn. If we really need to make a 30/30 have double strike, well, I guess we can do that too. And then there are some things like Unleash Fury that double the power target creature until end of turn. Obviously, that's going to be great with World Spine Worm, but you can also Unleash Fury if you have like 3 or 4 of these in hand, continually onto your Goldspan Dragon. It won't take extra mana because you'll make 2 mana every time, and then that's essentially free. And so this thing can go from 4 to 8 to 16 to 32, so on. You know how doubling works. Additionally, we have Fist of Flame. So ideally, this is going to work with a bunch of the cantrips that we have in this deck. And basically, Fist of Flame targets a creature, so you can use your Goldspan Dragon to basically turn this into a free cantrip. That also makes our Goldspan Dragon bigger. So maybe in 1 or 2 turns of attacking with Goldspan Dragon, we can kill our opponent, or if we're lucky, we can basically make one that one-shots our opponent right away. Ancestral Anger is another one that draws a card and also gives some creature some abilities, so this will target our Goldspan Dragon, so that's another thing that can happen. Fire Prophecy can be used 1 time a turn generally to make our Goldspan Dragon into a draw card. Fire Prophecy also has some doubling effects here because if you draw your Xenagos or World Spine Worm, you can put it on the bottom with the Fire Prophecy second trigger. And then some other things just here in order to get some acceleration out. We're running Explores, Cultivates, things like that. We're running 2 Fable of the Mirror Breakers as well. This thing is going to, number 1, make us treasures. Number 2, help us draw on the second iteration of this. And then on turn 3, it would also just be pretty nice to copy Goldspan Dragons because that is just a thing that you could do. So, pretty cool. And then the other thing is we have Valakut Awakening in our land base. That's just generally a pretty nice card because we'll be able to put things on the bottom of our library. And often we do need to draw a bunch of cards. And so if we can, Valakut for like 7 and then find something like a Fist of Flame, that might be the thing that pushes us over the edge to make Goldspan Dragon kill. And then we have 2 copies of Unexpected Windfall. This is some nice instant speed card draw and making treasure tokens. So, good thing to do for sure. With that being said, that's the deck. This is Tooth and Nail combo. Well, it's kind of Tooth and Nail combo, but it's also Goldspan Dragon Burn Your Face in combo. Should be pretty fun. With that being said, let's hop into some games here, and before we do, if you're new to the channel, you can show your support by subscribing for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're a returning viewer, you can like the video and not subscribe because you've already done that. but you can comment on the video, which helps a lot with the algorithm. And we're definitely in an algorithm slump right now, so if you can do that, that would help us out here a lot. With that being said, let's hop to some games here. This is round 1. Let's get it. All right, it's round 1. We start off with a tooth and nail hand that otherwise, aside from explore, it really doesn't move us anywhere, so I'm gonna mulligan. I do like Goldspan Dragon. As for what I get rid of, I don't really know what it is. Goldspan Dragon might be the move. We want to keep Ancestral Anger, ideally. Alright, so we have land 3. That means without Disruption being in our future, we should be able to get a Cultivate off next turn. And we do have Fists of Flame, so Ancestral Anger, Fists is good. Well, unfortunately, they're going to be able to take Goldspan here. And that kind of throws a wrench into our plans. I mean, that's an easy take for them. So we know that I think on the bottom of our library is 1 Goldspan Dragon, so we're looking for 2, which is brutal. We'll search for 2 lands, 1 of each. Force will be played for turn, and we say go. So any Goldspan draw is live. And apart from that, we're looking for card draw. Didn't find it. We'll crack off that Fire Prophecy at the earliest convenience. Well, if we do get our Goldspan Dragon, our opponent is definitely dying, that's for sure. I think they probably just play counterspells though, so we need to watch out a lot. Shark Typhoon. Well, we get a Fable out. That actually does make my next turn kind of decent. It's just that we don't really have the mana to do much about that. So we could go Fists. How big would that make my Goblin? First one would make it bigger by 4. Second one would make it bigger by 5. Well, darn. What I'll do here is then probably kill their shark that they make. Okay, need to draw something good here. We will put 1 card back. I think it's going to be Ancestral Anger. That's not the best card that we have. Unexpected Windfall I do like to see. We'll probably get rid of the other Ancestral Anger. Like that. I'll just get rid of... Yeah, 1 Fist of Flame I think is right. Draw 2 more cards. It's a bunch of lands. Those will be discarded to Unexpected Windfall. This can go untapped, and then we'll Windfall on our opponent's turn. I think they just want to counterspell us while the Shark Typhoon is out. Oh, maybe not. Fine. Windfall. Discarding a forest. We can still potentially do well here. Ooh, not quite. I could Valakut here. That would be a pretty scary Valakut because we have, out of our 12 buffing spells, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 we've seen so far out of 12. 3, 6, 7, 8. We technically can cast, whatchamacallit, Tooth and Nail. So I think I probably should hold the mana here. Did not draw Tooth and Nail. Might need to just hold 1 more turn here. Awkwardly. I guess we say go, see if they decide to do something else. We just need to look for our opportunity, and it was definitely not there this turn. I don't care that Kiki Jiki goes away, it's fine. Might end up killing their 2/2 shark though. Or at least trying to. Okay. That's fine. Fire Prophecy. discarding the forest. Tamer Battle Rage, that's not it. So maybe what I need to do here is just go for Tooth and Nail. Because Tooth and Nail, well, I don't have it here, but Tooth and Nail is really what we want to be playing towards here at this stage in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and Valak it. They're going to Orcish Bowmasters me. Okay. They're going to double Bowmasters me. They're at 18. If I draw 4, that's an 8-sized Bowmaster. 9, 10 here. I'd be dealing 30 if they don't have Counterspell. So I think this is okay to do, which is crazy to think of. Alright, we're just sending it. Crap, did not get Tooth and Nail. We did get Unleash Fury, though. We need to hit a lot of lucky draws here. So, I should not need to click this every time. Alright, they have their 10 power. And what do I draw? We draw exactly Tooth and Nail. Wow. So we're going to Tooth and Nail with Entwine. 1, 2. Done. Auto pay. Leaving 1 mana up. And let's see if they have a counterspell. Alright, well it looks like they don't have it. So we get Xenagos and Worldspine Worm into our hand. We're putting them both onto the battlefield. We're going to move to combat and see if this 30-30 can get through. Let's see what happens. They can 1 ring for removal. Looks like that's what they're going to do. They have to find 2 mana removal. Do I have it? Oh, wow. Alright, they were able to make it work. GG's opponent. Well, I guess technically not GG's, but we will get to go in with a 10-10. I will take at least 3 this next turn. So they're to 8, and I actually do have the Goldspan Dragon next. But actually, yeah, you know what? I don't have enough blockers here. They do have me. If I had not attacked with that, I guess I technically would be at 1. Maybe there's a world where I should not have done what I did. I think I may have actually just blown a win right there. I will let you guys theory craft on how exactly I did that in the comments, but definitely think that the attack there was a misplay. Oh well, what are you going to do? I just felt happy enough that I was able to get and put the Xenagos Worldspine Worm combo onto the battlefield. Well, blunders aside, that was round 1. Let's hop into round 2 and see if we can do it right this time. Here we go. Alright, let's give this one another go here. We have Tooth and Nail and Worldspine in hand. This is probably a mulligan for reasons I discussed earlier. This is basically 2 uncastable cards here. 1 piece of quote-unquote acceleration. Well, it's really just card draw. It's not even acceleration. The lands are also kind of tough. I'm mulliganing this one. We're going to go to 5. This is not bad. I'll keep 5. The question is Fire Prophecy or Explore. I think I like the idea of Explore. Actually, no. I think I only need 1 Explore because there's really only 2 lands. Like, by the time I play my second one, I'll have nothing in hand. We do not need 2 of those. Okay, cool. Put that down. Turn 2, Fire Prophecy or Explore. Ideally, I draw a land right now. We do not. So what we'll do is Fire Prophecy this before they can get ahead. Let's put the Explore back and try to draw a card, because that's essentially what we would have done with that card anyhow. I'll put Awakening, so we'll play that, probably have to kill a creature. Oh, no we don't. Okay, so what we can do here is Fable first, and try to be the aggressor in this game plan. Oh, maybe they have removal. What's up? Okay, so they're on land destruction. I think this is going to be a tough matchup here. So 1, 2, I don't really think we need to deal with that many creatures. We need to make sure that we're playing a land every turn for sure. Drop that out, and we will say go. We'll use Valakut Awakening to draw, hopefully, into something useful. I assume we lose a land here. Yep, Goblin Ruin Blaster makes sense. Let's go ahead and just do this. Putting 1 card back, drawing 2. There's the Gold Span. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana to do it. Yep, it is what it is. We're just going to be a turn too late here. That gets to attack in. I mean, if we get this Goldspan Dragon down, like, we're cooking. We absolutely go nuts if that's the case. This is just going to be a little awkward because they have what they need to have here. Okay, TOD, this is okay. I'm actually glad that they did it like this. They're going to kill my Kiki Jiki, but it gives us the opportunity to draw a land here and get a Goldspan Dragon out. Okay. I'm down to take 2 here. Oh, they even just hold up. Oh, we got it. Let's go. Goldspan. Now I could go for Unleash Fury, but I think it's probably a better move to just attack Chandra. Alright, we'll pass, and then next turn we go for the face.
Guess you don't need me anymore.
If we can chain 2 Unleash Furies together, that'd feel great. Otherwise, it'll have to be something else. They decided to go all in with the aggro game plan. I am totally fine with that. Down to 8. I'm maybe less fine with that than I thought. We get a land. It's really not the move. I think we just gotta wait until we can use our Unleash Fury better and just absolutely kill our opponents. It feels really awkward to sit like this, but we just need to kind of stop the damage. So we know they play a Braid. I don't really care that they're going to kill my lands. We get enough off of our Goldspan Dragon itself, but it's basically as long as that can stick around. Okay, we get another Goldspan Dragon. That's huge. So now one of our dragons can attack. And now we have a problematic board for our opponent. Our next turn represents 12 damage with Unleash Fury. Another Goldspan Dragon draw wins it for us. And yeah, okay, our opponent cannot deal with 2 4/4s. We kind of basically just survived a critical turn there from our opponent. There was maybe like 1 passing back and forth of control in this game. I started off pretty strong dealing with their acceleration, then they just kind of took the specific land that I needed for Goldspan Dragon, but once I finally got that to resolve, then looks like they really weren't able to deal with it. Alright, solid round 2, definitely went better than the first. Let's hop into round 3. It's round 3, here we go. Or at least I hope it's round 3. It might be round 2 actually, judging based on my my recording queue here. No, in fact, it is round 3. I got it right the first time. Alright, what do I think about this hand? Temur Battle Rage plus Unleash Fury is pretty solid. I like Explore, I like Cultivate. I guess I'll keep this hand. How does this one work? So I play Rockfall Vale into Carplusion Forest, Explore. If I get lucky, I drop another land. If not, well, hopefully somewhere along the way I draw my 3rd land and then play Cultivate on turn 3. And then after that, it's basically up to whatever we draw first. If we can keep enough mana on the table, we should be able to Tooth and Nail. Otherwise, it's basically looking like a turn where we try to draw our Goldspan Dragon. Alright, Skirk Prospector. We will need to go fast, and we really don't have that much of a way to do it. We're happy to draw a removal. That would feel good. Oh, they just pass without doing anything. That's interesting. I think I'd go for this Explore play. Hopefully we draw land here. We do not. But that is the Goldspan Dragon. Okay. Gaia's Blessing now is potentially good as well. We're taking 4 a turn, though. That's not good. Ooh, geez. We just draw an Ancestral Anger. We gotta draw land here. Has to be. Okay, that's technically a land. I mean, we just take 8 damage here, basically. More, most likely. Yeah, actually, wait, this is just lethal. Bummer. A little bit too slow to deal with some of the aggro decks in this format. I definitely think that this deck would do a lot better in a what do you call it? A little bit of a slower format, I'd say. Definitely struggling here against the hyper aggro goblin build. Whatever, you can have this. We'll draw a card. Another explore. Okay, so yeah, basically opponent has us dead rights there, pretty handily so. I think I'll include this one in the video because honestly, with these kind of brews, you kind of gotta like understand that these quick games are going to be your weaknesses. And you know, this definitely being a brew, totally fitting that build, I think it's something to think about. So with that being said, that was a quick round 3. Let's hop into round 4 and try to resume our combo turns here. Alright, round 4. Let's see what we can do here. This is a hand. Probably cannot deal with 2 tooth and nails there. This is a hand I'm definitely happy to keep. I'll learn from that one hand where I almost ran out of 2 Goldspan Dragons. I will keep the second one, and then we'll try to... We have our third land on turn 2. So I think we'll do it like this. Outfit will be our tapped land. We will shock Stomping Ground and get moving. I completely didn't have to do that. Or I could have done it a different way is what I mean. Ooh, it's mill. Opponent meet Gaia's Blessing. So we just have to avoid drawing really hard here. Here is a Rockfall Veil, and yeah, so our opponent can mill us out as much as they want. We should be resilient for that unless we draw Gaia's Blessing. Mill 10. There's our Gaia's Blessing. Good thing we didn't draw one more card. Let's go. World Spine goes back in, and so does Gaia's Blessing. Yay! Another land here, Fable. We will have a Goldspan next turn. I should have played the Valakut Awakening instead to ensure that I can cast Goldspan Dragon, but unless they don't produce a creature, I get this. I should be able to have it anyway. Brewback, it is what it is. We'll discard 1, 2. No. Well, Xenakos should be in hand. I guess we'll get rid of... maybe we'll just do only 1. That's fine. We'll have to swing in here. If they block, we'll Fists of Flame it. They should block this. Really thinking hard about this one. Or maybe they've alt F4'd after seeing my Gaia's Blessing. Who knows? I'll give it a few minutes and we will see. Alright, they decided not block. Fine. Then we will get a Goldspan Dragon out. Feels good. Unfortunately, wish I had played it the other way around with Valakut Awakening. It is what it is, though. And then, assuming our Fable survives with the Reflection coming out, we should be able to copy Goldspan Dragons and race for the fences. I think we should be good in this matchup. Tasha's comes out, okay. Well, it's not terrible for us. Did they get our Gaia's Blessing? They did not. Let's go. Okay. Well, we got Fists of Flame here. We could just go ahead and do that. Let's give it a try. Goldspan Dragon. Gets a little bigger. It's a 6/4. And maybe we just do that in order to play our Xenagos. Well, it actually doesn't really matter. I will Fist of Flame this first, make a treasure. We even get a mountain anyway. We'll do Xenagos, done, and then Goldspan Dragon becomes lethal. Perfect. Swinging for lethal. Awesome. Alright, well this is definitely not the combo in its essence, but this is definitely a melding of the two. We have the Xenagos half of the Xenagos World Spine Worm combo, and then we have the Goldspan Dragon with the Fist of Flame. Very cool. Alright, so that's enough to make an 18-13 and take our opponent down to 0. Sweet. Great round 4 here. Definitely getting some quicker rounds in towards the middle. Let's hop into round 5 and see how quick of a round that one will be. Stay tuned. Alright, it's the final round here. Let's see if we can finish out strong. It's been a fun day of jank here, and it would be cool if we could end on a high note. Let's see how realistic that is. So Tooth and Nail in this opener, not super amazing. Don't always like to see that, but we do have the hope of getting a Cultivate out soon enough. Let's hope this is Elves and not land destruction. Okay, looks like it's maybe just Elves. For that reason, I think I'm probably happy to just Fire Prophecy one of these. I think up to one lander, that's actually great for us. We'll put Tooth and Nail back. We really don't need to have another one of those. And Unleash Fury, so we have one of these for our potential combo turn. I think our next turn's Cultivate. Ooh, now is it Cultivate or Fable? I really don't know. So if I play Cultivate, my next turn will have 5 mana, the one after that. That's pretty solid, because then I can Fable into Explore. I can maybe not have them attack me, though, if I play Fable this turn. What would I be discarding if I decided to discard? Maybe Unleash and Fist of Flame? Ooh, this is a tough choice. How likely is it that my opponent A doesn't attack and B does not play another creature so that my Fable token can start getting in and getting value? It's like not really guaranteed, is it? So if I do Fable, I will have no guarantee of land 4. Yeah, I think I should Cultivate now. We'll get double green to match our double red. Alright, now we have 5 mana next turn, so it's Fable into Explore most likely. From Visionary, so it is just Elves. We just have not seen a super quick start out of them, which is good. Alright. It's been, all things said and done, a little mild of a start from them. Oh man, Goldspan Dragon's here. If I play Goldspan Dragon, I maybe don't die. Can this kill something? This cannot kill anything with flying. Okay, so then I could... Oh, you know what I could do? Oh, you know what yeah. I could Fable this turn. Yeah, Fable plus Explore. Then the next turn, Goldspan, Unleash Fists. And that's my best way to one-shot kill them. Okay. We are setting up the cannon here. We even get our additional land, so we'll be fine on lands. Alright, this will be an interesting turn. Oh shoot, that thing has reach. Okay. Now what do we do? Regal Force, fine. Not happy to have seen that. Other elves get +1/+1. So how lethal is this turn? This is looking pretty lethal. So we would need to find exactly Teamer Battle Rage, I think. We'll take our 7, and we just need to somehow get lucky here. Okay, so I have 2 cards to discard here. We'll get a few good looks. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh. Do I Valakut Awakening discarding everything? Well, this one at least, this at least will cycle for me. So I'll play the Goldspan Dragon first. Play our land. We'll go Fist of Flame, targeting Goldspan. Teamer Battle Rage, that's exactly what we needed. Wow. Yep, double power, and then get a double strike. Amazing. That is wild. I cannot believe we were able to do it one more time. We'll swing in. And, yeah, that's it. They'll go in with the 2 Jaspara Sentinels, but we do have trample damage that will come in to kill them. Down to 12, and the final 16 will get them. Oh my gosh, I did not think we were going to be able to do that. Really pulled it out here against Elves. So while we failed against the Goblins deck, that thing just is really, really fast. The Elves deck is also a pretty quick one. You saw how really wide it could get super early. And it's cool that we were able to split against these 2 different aggro decks of the format that are just, you know, total like kingpins in the format. With that being said, that brings us to the end of Tooth and Nail Gruul combo / aggro. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do show your support by liking and commenting on the video. Helps me out a bunch. And if you're new here and want to stay for more videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, drop a subscribe as well. With that being said, I will see you in the next one, where we will definitely be coming back to some more Tooth and Nail shenanigans, so do stay tuned for that. I got a really fun one in the queue for you guys. With that being said, that's all for me. I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.